Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world, the world away. And we now got stages 49, 50, 51 and 52, which is pack 16 of the IXO Collection's release of build the Peugeot 205 1.9 GTI. Now in today's pack we don't actually need the car, so it's staying up there on the shelf, but we do need this absolutely awesome interior that we made in the last one that we did. We're actually going to be doing some pedals in this. We're going to be expanding on these sections as well, so this is what we're going to be doing today. Once again, if you do want to get hold of this, I'll put the link for IXO Collections down there. You can get this Peugeot all the way from pack 1, and also IXO Collections have just released the Porsche 917KH, and that's on the channel as well. Put a link up here so you can see that for yourself. But I do love this build, I love the detail in it. Without further ado, let's get cracking. So, as I just says, stage 49, we're going to start with the pedals. We have got an electric switch in here as well, which I'm guessing we're going to be fitting. And we want to take the brake pedal and the accelerator pedal, and we're going to be pinning these two together just like this. Now, we have got a little sort of tab at the top, which we want to interlock with each other like that. We're going to be holding that together with one of the AP screws. So I've got that here, put it through the accelerator pedal into the gas pedal and then tighten that up. So when that's in, it should look like that, and because of that tab at the top that's going to stop it, it's going to stop it going any further in this direction, but it does enable it to press down like that. You know, I kept calling that the accelerator pedal, the larger one there, but it's not. This is actually the clutch and the brake, because we've got the accelerator pedal here. We're going to be putting that on in a second. Let me just put that to one side, because we need the panel for the pedals to actually mount to here. So we're going to take what we've just done here, and on this side we're just going to be putting this in. Now we have got a locating lug at the bottom there. It's going to help us to line that up, turn it over, and once again we're going to hold that in with an AP screw. I have to say, I did think that accelerator pedal was a little bit weird. But there you go, they're in place just like that. This is where we get to put the gas pedal in. Once again, we've got a lug on the bottom, so that's just going to go in here like this. Press that in, turn it over, and hold that in, once again with an AP screw. And there we go. That's all three pedals in place. Then we're going to bring over the floor pan here. This is just going to go onto this section here. Again, we've got a locating lug just at the bottom there, which is going to go on this side, and it's held in just with one AP screw again. This time it's just held in from this side here. Make sure that's in nice and tight. Excellent. Then we're going to be putting this switch into place. Now we have got a little cradle for the switch here. The switch is going to go this way round, in like that. It's going to get a little bit fiddly, this one, because what we've got to do then is bring this underneath this section here, so it's poking out the back of the brake pedal, just like that, and then it's going to be secured in with an AP screw from the top. Probably best to look at the pictures for this, because it is a little bit fiddly, but that is just going in there now. When that's in, that should look like that. And as you can see now, the brake pedal, so I'll just check that. You should be able to hear the switch when you click it. Can you hear that? And you can see the push. You can see the switch being pushed in. So that's working perfect. But when you're happy with that, that's all there is to do in that stage. Now in stage 50, we're going to be working on the trunk floor. Once again, I'll get all of these parts out. And the first thing we want to do is we want to take this rear panel like that. We're actually going to put the lock into these little holes that we can see here. So it's going to go this way round, and it's just a push to fit. So make sure when you push that in, it's completely flat. So it looks like that. And then this is going to mount to the trunk floor, and it's just going to go on this way with that lock which you put in there facing the inside of this section here. Turn it upside down, it's going to be held in with AP screws. Now the screws are held in from the top here. So we've got one going in this side. And finally just one on the other side here. I do find this incredibly difficult to put these screws in, and the reason being is because I've got an overhead light and everything's black, it casts shadows on where I'm actually screwing it, so I can't actually see the holes. But we get there, and as you can see, that's in place. All we got to do then is just put the left panel in here. This is the left side, so this is just going to go underneath this section just like that, and once again held in with AP screws. I've just put that in very loosely at the moment just so I could get the other one in here, and then I'll tighten them up fully. Now that was a quick stage, but that looks just like that, and that's all there is to do in that stage. Now in stage 51, we're going to build on to what we've just done there by putting the right panel in and then the rear section. Slightly different this time though, because this is the right panel, but we are going to be putting the rear screen washer fluid reservoir on this. So that's actually just going to mount to this side. As you see, we've got two lugs in there just over the top like this. And once again, turn it over, held in with our old favourite, the AP screw. And we're going to be putting two of them in this time. So one here, and just one on the top there. We want to put the reservoir cap just into the top there. That looks just like this. It is got a lug that's sort of shaped, so you just have to revolve it round until it fits in. But it is a little bit tricky to get in because it's like a trapezoid, the shape of that. So it took a good rotate of 360 degrees before that finally went in. And just like we did last time, I'm going to attach this to the other side of this base. So that's going to go on here. Once again held in with two AP screws. So one there. And I'll just put one on the other side here. And again, make that nice and tight. So when that's in, that looks like that. That's grown really quickly, hasn't it? All we've got to do then is we just take the rear back panel here. That's going to go into these three holes here, putting these three lugs in this way round, just like that. And that's going to be held in with three AP screws. So I'll put just one to hold it in, and I'll get the other two in. I do find it funny that in those just three stages we've created the whole trunk section, and we've also created the back of the seat. But we are going to attach this to the vehicle now, or the actual interior floor pan. And this, as you can see, we've got some lugs just on the back here. Turn this upside down, and it's pretty easy to see where this is going to go on here. This way round, put it in like that, and once again held in with three AP screws. It was a no-brainer putting the middle one in first. That's going to hold that into place. That's the second one. And lastly, that's the third one in there. So now that is looking like that. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? I'll show you on the side camera, but that's all there is to do in that stage. Which means the last thing we got to do, this is going to be quite good to actually look at these, because when this came I was looking at the seats. This is the front seat, and look, you've got a little sponge there to give it the oh wow, this is great. This has got like a rubbery feel to it. Look at that. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to take this sponge and we're going to put it underneath this section here, just like that. That's going to provide some cushion to this seat, which I think is brilliant. And then we've got the back of the seat this way round with the lip facing up. That's just going to go underneath there, like this. Push that all the way in. There we go. And then before we actually screw that in, we're going to be putting the back of the seat on. And that's what that looks like. This is going to be going face down onto this, like that. It's going to be held in with 5 CP screws. Basically, you can see them. You've got 4 across the middle. And then you've got 1 just at the top. And there we go. All of those screws are in. I do love that seat. How cool does that look? We just need to hold the bottom of the seat in now. And you see we've got 3 screw holes here. And they're going to be for the larger FP screws. So that's the first one. Here's the second. And here's the last one. And that is all there is to do in that pack. But I've got to show you this seat. Look at that. And it's spongy. I absolutely love it. So bringing that over with the floor pan that we've got here. Obviously this is going to be going in kind of like that eventually, I guess. Being the front seat. I don't think it's the passenger seat, is it? Front left. Yeah, so it should be going in like that. But that's all there is to do in that pack. Electrics and seats. What more do you want? I can't wait to get all the rest of the seats in. I believe they're coming in the next couple of packs. Now I do have the next couple of packs here, so I'm going to try and get these out a little bit quicker because I have fallen behind on the Peugeot, mainly on account of building the Porsche, which I'm absolutely loving at the moment. But once again, if you want to get this for yourself, put the IXO Collections link down here and you can get that all the way from pack 1. But I really do hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.